Okay, in this video it's the start of unit 2.3, so we're going to be focusing here for this unit on prime factors. So throughout these three videos we're going to learn three strategies of how we can find prime factors. We want to make sure we understand what prime factors are and also how to find them. So this first video will be on the first strategy, which is factor trees. But before we get into that, it's important that you understand what a prime factor is. So I've got the definition here, which I'll get you to write down, and it says a prime factor of a number is a factor that is also a prime number. Now we've looked at these already. We've looked at what factors are, and we've also looked at prime numbers in the last two previous units. So here we're going to have to start to put them together. Now every whole number can be written as a unique product of its prime factors. Now remember product from last unit, where we meant product means multiplied by. Okay, so as we go through, you need to make sure, if you're unfamiliar with what a factor is or a prime number, make sure you have a quick revision of that before we move on. But let's move on to the first strategy, which is called factor trees. Now, using a factor tree to find prime numbers, here's a four-step process that we want to go through so that we can find the factors of a number using a factor tree. And it's quite simple. A lot of people enjoy doing this strategy because it sort of helps us explain it in a bit more detail. A factor tree is a useful way of finding the prime factors of a number. To construct a factor tree, 1. Draw two lines extending out from the number in an upside down V shape. I'm going to do an example over here. Okay, I'll start here. We're going to find the prime factors of 18. Write two factors of the number at the end of the branches. Okay, so we start 1. We're going to create two branches, and we want to find a factor of 18. So I know that two factors of 18 are 3 times 6. So I'll write that. Okay, and let's move on to step 3. If one of the factors is prime, circle it. If it is composite, draw another two branches and split the factor into two smaller factors. Okay, so I have 3 and I have 6. Now I know that 3 is a prime number, okay, because it can only be multiplied by 1 in itself. So 3, I'm going to circle that, but 6 is a composite number. So I'm going to split this up to another branch here. And then I'm going to go for the last one. So number 4 says, repeat step 3 until all branches end in a circled prime number. So I don't have to do this one now. This branch here is stopped, and I've moved to this composite number. So what are the two factors of 6? I know 2 times 3 equals 6. So we have 2 times 3. These are both prime numbers, so I can circle these. So what I've got here is that the prime factors of 18 are, and remember we looked at product, so using the product, so it's going to be, I'll put 2 times 3 times 3. Okay, so I've got 2 times 3 times 3. So now I've found the prime factors of 18 using a factor tree. So you're going to go through, do some examples first before you move on to the next strategy. Make sure you ask any questions as we go. So that's factor trees.